Okay, as we're going through life, we just think of, ways of getting better, what to do, what's our path, what's our future, et cetera, et cetera. But as we go on with life, we just forget about, what shaped us into who we are. And then for me, I can break it down to four items, which is right in front of me. So let's start off with the first one. Before I go on, just know that I grew up as a shy kid. I never talked to anyone. I did have friends, never wanted to go out, especially, with my family, I wouldn't even talk. It's just insane to me. So I just grew up as a shy kid, just wanted to stay home, play his video games. But video games, changed a lot for me because it's just who I am. I just love video games, life. I love playing with friends. Funny enough, I met my friend group through video games. I also made a living off of video games. When I was 18, I was sponsored by an organization. I was traveling, playing tournaments, met many great friends. Really great opportunity. This opened up and shaped my life into the world of, you know, other than the norm. The norm, what I'm trying to say with that is, with our parents, go to school, be a doctor, policeman, whatever. That's the norm, in my opinion. But for me, I'm like, wait, there's many other opportunities that you can do to make a living off of, and I found that out through gaming at a young age. So I'm like middle school, something called Major League Gaming, which is MLG, something I would watch every day. I would play video games every day, try to be something like that. And I took the risk, when I was 18, traveled, played around an organization, but fell short because life hit me. I started going to school, I was working, and the real life hit me of like, look, like awesome dream, you could do, but the reality is, it's not a great time right now to do so. But I'm really grateful. It shaped me and opened up my eyes to other opportunities to make a living. And so now let's move on forward, with this, alcohol. Um, this is the biggest factor in my life because I lost a family member Christmas morning 2010. This really, opened my eyes to life, how short it can be. We live every day, that nothing's going to happen, we can make all these plans, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, we forget that, we have to live the day to its best because tomorrow's not guaranteed. We don't know what the future holds for us. And then for me, I found out Christmas morning, as soon as I woke up, my cousin passed away, and I just had to, be in grief. Not something a child should experience, especially at a young age. But it's just something I have to deal with. This broke up my family, and there's no more Christmases, till this day. I won't really have a Christmas till I meet someone, get married, have a family, have experiences with their family, holiday wise. But for me, this is a bit impact because it just opened my eyes to how life, short life can be, and then be grateful for who you have in your life, now in this day. Love them, tell them how much you love them, and you just never know. Just enjoy every day to its best because you never know what can happen any day. Moving on forward, Starbucks Cup. I work at Starbucks right now, so this is just a representation of work. For me, work is a big impact in my life because it opened up the world to me of adult life. Like I said, I grew up as a kid, shy, didn't talk to anyone. But once I started working, you can't do that. Once you're in customer service, you gotta talk to people, you gotta help whenever you can. You gotta do your job, work with others, communicate with others, be cool, et cetera, et cetera. So, fam, I'm really grateful for Food for Less and Starbucks because they open up the world of just people. I wasn't never a people person growing up. So now, complete 180, being a talkative person, being, one of their favorites. I get told that, I'm an amazing person, nice, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm really grateful for people seeing who I am, loving for who I am, and just grateful for the place where I worked and worked at. It's just shaped my whole life of, defining of who I am and finding who I truly am. Um, and then for me, leaving Food for Less opened up my eyes to more opportunities. That's why I found Starbucks. A lot of people get trapped into whatever they're doing now, but don't really open their eyes of, trying something out, something else out, looking for opportunities. Because there's many out there. You just gotta open your eyes and do your own work and do your own research. Moving on forward to this is my clothing brand. So this is a representation of, out the norm, being a motivator and inspire people. So for me, a short story with this, in college, I took a class. I made a presentation about leadership. And then, so the main idea behind the presentation was, look, like, we're all leaders. We all have at least one person in this world that listens to what we say, sees what we do, and takes that into consideration with their life. Like, there's someone that you guys can impact that I can impact. So that's just the whole main idea behind it. And then the reason why this is a big thing for me is because, on the final day of the class that I took, making that presentation, the teacher asked, like, what are you going to take away from this class? And pretty much the whole class said my presentation. And then since that day, I'm like, okay, I have something like this capability of like impacting people, that I have this, way of words that I can, tell these people and they'll truly listen and, make an impact, et cetera, et cetera. So I took that to the next level. I'm making the clothing brand, which is, the meaning of it is low-key superhero. Main idea of it is like the presentation. We are all heroes to someone. We all impact at least one person as well. And just know we all have value. We all are, worthy. Uh, we're just worthy people. And then we shouldn't take anyone's opinions of who we are. We all know who we are. There's just gonna be those people that truly appreciate who we are, and we're all doing amazing things. Not everyone's gonna like us. Obviously, that's the way of life. Everyone has haters. Everyone has supporters. But just understand that concept. And if you understand that concept, you will continue and be happier with life. So that's just the basic gist of everything that's impacted my life. Video games, finding groups of people, finding who I truly am, what I truly love, finding the passion outside of the norm. Alcohol, life can be short. Live your life at its fullest, because you never know what can happen. Be safe with it, be happy, etc. Work impacted me, opened me up to a complete 180, not being shy no more, being able to talk to people, go out with people, and just truly experience life, the real world of life, outside of being home. And then, more of outside the norm, being an impact on people. I think everyone has an impact on someone in this world. Just stay true to yourself, work the best you can, and the people that do truly, look up to you will hopefully, whatever you do, impact them and motivate them to do great things as well. So just keep that in mind. Someone is always watching, and you just don't know who it is, or maybe you do know who it is. But at the end of the day, just do your best, enjoy life, be happy, try your best to be happy, set goals, set dreams, and yeah, just continue living on life. And that's it. That's just a little impacts in my life, little events that shaped me for who I am as this, great and amazing person. That all I want to do is just be an impact on people, be successful, and be happy, and be there for others as well. And that's just my motivation to keep on growing. And hopefully you guys know what keeps you going and what motivates you. So I'll just leave it off at that, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.